Hello, everyone, and welcome to Minnesota Varsity League Sunday Stream. My name is Banana McFadden, and I am joined by King Skeptor today. Skep, how excited are you for our triple header that we have going on today?
Dude, I am ready to go. It is a great Halloween day. We got 3 great Rocket League matches lined up, Thunder, and we got some pretty solid teams in the roster tonight, man. I'm looking forward to it. We got some banger matchups lined up.
You said it. It's going to be absolutely nuts. Folks, thank you for being here. Happy Halloween to all of you. This Sunday to you, as always, by Torrent. Thank you to Torrent for your continued support of Minnesota Varsity League and our Rocket League season. Oh, here's an idea. Torrent could dress up as Alpine for Halloween. That'd be funny. Anyway, thank you again to Torrent for your continued support of our Rocket League. And folks, Skeptor said it. We have got some banger matchups today. Listen, this triple header is going to feature not one, but 2 matchups between teams that are totally undefeated. First up, it's going to be Rogers taking on SJP, right? These 2 teams both sitting at 3-0, going to be absolutely nuts. One of them walking away with a loss today. And then second matchup going to be Minnetonka, the defending state champions at 2-0, taking on Stillwater at 3-0. And then following that, going to have Inver Grove taking on Blaine Varsity. Both of those teams 1-1, right? So, Skep, we have got some crazy matchups today. We were talking about it before the cast. Super excited to see these teams play. What are you most excited for today?
Dude, I'll be honest. I think our first match is going to bring some fireworks. We were talking about it in the pregame. I mean, you can't have 2 schools that are this good going up against each other on the pitch and not just have any crazy all-out war between the 2 of them. I mean, Rogers thought they had their hands full last week with Spring Lake Park and Latumos. Well, they got, SJP coming right up, next. Like, these guys are no slouches either. These guys have been putting in work, undefeated right now on this season. And I mean, this might be the year that SJP are starting to put together all those, pieces. They got Mino added to the squad. They've been playing like a 3-man team, Thunder. And that's something that we've been talking and looking for from SJP for a very long time. And I really think that this is going to be a hell of a match that we have to start us off here.
I completely agree. You put it perfectly, right? So Rogers and SJP, both of these teams they are both very formidable, but they are at different points sort of in their MNVL careers, right? Careers as a team and as a squad, right? SJP, they are a storied team from the very beginning of what we have had, that we have been casting and we've been streaming for Minnesota Varsity League, right? Rogers, a newcomer, but a very, very stout, strong team that has stepped up to the occasion and that every single time that they've played already this season. Rogers looks fantastic. So I'm excited to see them go up against SJP. I think this is quite likely SJP's most challenging game yet this season. And I think it is going to be a solid kind of mark as far as where this team has come, or how far this team has come is how I should put it, right? Where they have made it to from where they were last season, the last couple of seasons, some of the struggles that they've seen, that sort of stuff. And then going into our match number 2, again, we said Minnetonka going up against Stillwater, both of these teams undefeated. Minnetonka, they are defending state champs, but Skep, they have some new faces this year.
Yeah, they do. They had majority of their team, I believe 2 players were seniors on that Minnetonka squad. I remember talking to them in that interview, and Minnetonka talking about how they were trying to, start a legacy or leave something that these younger players could start to build off of and start to chase, start trying to rack in as many Rocket League titles as they could. Because if you remember, Thunder, Minnetonka had 2 teams that finished in the top 4 of last year's state finals. So that school has been coming at it with full force, man. Their Rocket League has been on point. So I'm excited to get a look at these, the new version of the defending state champs, see kind of who was able to move up on that Minnetonka roster. They have plenty of excellent Rocket League players. So I'm sure the squad will be, just as scary, if not scarier, right, Thunder?
Most certainly. And to your point right there, we talked about this before we started the stream, but there's something we didn't touch on. And that is, yes, we talked about, okay, Minnetonka, the state championship team had at least 1, if not 2 seniors on it, right? Okay, so they are graduated, they have moved on. But your point right there, Minnetonka last year, They came in, they reverse swept Spring Lake Park, which they never should have been able to do. And number two, you said it. They had not one, but they had two teams that made it to the top 4 in the state, right? Top 4 in the state, and that's not one but two teams from the same school. So not only do you have plenty of talented players from that school, but they have a ton of experience together. They're well coached, they're well put together, all of that. Again, today, folks, we have got some really, 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 really exciting Rocket League. So if your friends are interested in Rocket League, you tell them to get their hinds right over here and jump on the stream. Okay, because we have got some exceptional Rocket League today. And it is all, again, brought to you by Torrent. Let's get into it. Game number 1, Scap.
Started out here early, St. John's Prep getting off to the offense, but it's Rogers now turning it around, man. These new names, this team plays so well together, Thunder. Yumo, we got Blue, we got Rembo, sorry. Nice save by Blue. SJP starting it out early. The passing, though, that we've seen out of this Rogers team has been like no other team, I feel like. As I say that, though, Mr. Math and El Bloop setting up for a timeless duo classic between the two of them. Mino chasing the ball down, but it's Mr. Mott who kicks it out front for El Bloop, and that's a finish every day of the week for El Bloop.
Yeah, 100%. Beautiful positioning. Great pass from Mr. Mott. And El Bloop with the finish right there. This SJP squad, we said it before, they are coming out to prove something. They have been wanting to prove something for over a year now, and they are so poised and ready. You can just feel it, Skep.
Yeah. No, I mean, El Bloop's sick of losing, man. There's no way he's not. Right, this player has had one goal on his mind ever since he joined the MNVL, and that was to take home a title. And he's fallen short a couple times, but SJP has come back stronger every time that they've faltered. And right now, man, this is one of the most dangerous iterations we've seen of SJP.
Yeah, for real. They are. They are dangerous, they're scary, and I think they are more calculated than they have ever been. The teamwork is just on a different level, and you love, love, love to see it. If it continues down that path, it's going to make them pretty much unstoppable.
Oh, nice touch by Mino. Kind of dangerous. Yumo a little bit closer on that. Maybe knocks it back towards that net. Blue now stepping up at the midfield, keeping this ball in the offensive zone. SJP doing what they can to clear, but Blue and Rogers are just swarming them right now, putting on as much pressure as possible, trying to close this 1-goal lead that they have. 3 minutes on the clock.
You know what? I was sitting there, I was like, hold on, Renbo was not the player that played last time, but it was, I think they changed their name. I think it was just Ren.
Yeah, I agree.
Wasn't it last time we saw them?
It was, because that's why I messed up the name.
I think it's got to be the same player.
Because it wasn't the same name, that's all. Blue, though, with that beautiful shot out front, saved away by Mr. Mott. Yeah, it was Ren last time. 100%. Ooh, Blue! Don't tell me that goes in. Off the crossbar, out front, opportunities arising for Rogers, and they're starting to mount this pressure, Thunder. Multiple shots coming in off the backboard. Blue misses out on it, but it is his teammate Yumo to back him up and put it away. We're all tied up at 1. Nice setup play by Blue, though, man. This is spectacular. If he puts away that double touch, man, that would have been something special.
Yeah, certainly. And I mean, you know, and that's not to discount what Blue actually accomplished there in the pass, and then the follow-up, right, from Yumo. Great stuff. But this squad, we have seen the amount of pressure that they can put on the pitch, right? We saw some absolutely obscene flip resets out of Blue and things like that the last time we cast them. They are a fantastic team, and they're ready. They are so ready, and they're showing it. They're putting on the pressure, but it's pressure that is coming through that is very, very effective, right? Great passing, great teamwork out of this squad.
Ooh, nice 50 ball by Rembo to come out on top. Scoring opportunity maybe for Rogers. We'll see if they can get anything done on this play. Mino missing out on the 50. Blue kicks it out front. Opportunity out front, but Bloop with an excellent clear, man, and bringing it back for SJP. No boost available. They're surely going to have to peel out and find something. Oh my, off the post! Renbo with a deep bomb almost sneaks it into the net. SJP barely getting back in time to defend that one. Post the best man's friend on that play.
Yeah, for real. St. John's Prep just thanking the edge of the goal.
Mino trying to get something going SJP now have been stuck in their zone for a little bit. Rogers is kind of starting to find a rhythm to this. Another 50 win out for Rogers, man. It's only a matter of time till they're able to capitalize on something like this, Thunder.
True. I'm still kind of floored by that move that Blue had a few moments ago. The wherewithal to know the ball is coming right there towards him and going full on in reverse on the backdrop behind the
top. Blue
what
off
is
the
that?
post again, and it's Yumo. I mean, as I said, Thunder, it's only a matter of time till this Rogers team is going to score. They're getting way too many scoring opportunities. Look at that. Shot off the post, bounces right back out front, and Yumo's there to put it away again. Excellent job being out front. Nice positioning by Yumo and the rest of the Rogers squad. And they're getting the job done, man. Less than a minute to play in game number 1.
Yeah, they go down a quick goal there at the beginning, but they regrouped. They just got, oh boy, this is,
Mr. Mott, a huge opportunity. Mino follows up, but it's El Bloop to get the job done for the SJP squad. All tied up at 2s, 44 seconds on the clock here in game number 1. And man, you couldn't have asked for a better time for El Bloop to come in and save the day.
Yeah, right.
Beautiful
Coming in just full on upside down. Yeah. Upside down and sideways, ready to roll, score a goal. It's tied 2-2. Listen, we said it, El Bloop has been a difference maker, we know that El Bloop is built differently. The team around him is now built differently as well, and we are seeing it. They're taking it to this Rogers
beats
squad.
2 defenders, 1 to beat. Slows down a little bit too much. Wow, that could have been something spectacular from Bloop if he was able to beat the third man. I think he thought he was closer than that. Oh my, and he gets back to make a godlike save at the doorstep. You can't be serious, El Bloop.
Just unbelievable, but Redbo's gonna sneak one in. Oh, sheesh. Look at this. Just like so fortunate in the positioning. The ball comes out across from Blue. Oh, boy.
Yeah, Mino doing what he can in the net, but that shot came out too hot to handle. Dude, this Rogers squad, man, the amount of scoring chances they've had is just too much. St. John's Prep have to do a better job in this next match of cleaning up their defensive zone.
Yeah, I think it's partially that, and they need to put some pressure on Rogers. Like, Rogers doesn't feel the pressure very often. They don't have to. So I think at the end of the day, it's going to be twofold. It is going to be strengthening that defense, and also getting a little spicy with Rogers, right? You know, we've seen what El Bloop plays like when he not only is in a rhythm, but also when he's frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There were plenty of times last year and throughout the year last year where we would see El Bloop, they'd go down a game, and then all of a sudden they come back and win 3 in a row. And El Bloop is in every single corner and every single end of the field, all over the place. We saw it there in game number 1, making shots and then making saves right afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Going to be all over the place. So if El Bloop starts to heat up, it could mean trouble for this Rogers squad. That was a very tight game 1, and I think game 2 is going to be just as tight between these two teams. I think both of them are going to turn up the volume a little bit here. Turn up the volume and turn up the speed a little bit here in game number 2.
I like that. I think on SJP side, they have to bring that pressure. They have to bring some fire back. They have to come at Rogers. They cannot give Rogers time and space. If Rogers have that kind of flexibility to just kind of take things easy, play at their pace, play at their speed, whatever, if they're in charge, man, this is going to be a Rogers-sided series. So I'm going to need SJP to bounce back, find a way to take this second match. Otherwise, I think it might be a Rogers 3-0, man. I know it's kind of early to say that, but it's just the way Rogers plays, man. They take away the opportunities. They take away the energy that teams can create. No morale comes into their side of things. And, dude, Rogers just sucked the life out of teams, man.
They do. They starve you of the boost. They starve you of positioning on the field because of the bumps that they execute. I mean, so many times. El Bloop had perfect ball handling there in that first game at one point, but it was a bump that sent him off and he wasn't able to score, right? Yep. Rogers, they're going to get in you. They're a physical team. They will get in your face. They're not scared.
Rogers not scared in the slightest. Mr. Mott with an insane save, taps it up off the crossbar, and El Bloop clears it the rest of the way to get it out of harm's way.
Great effort out of SJP there.
Yeah. What about Yumo getting up top and deflecting that one away from the net? El Bloop out front, missing out on it, leaving it up for Mino. Following in, Blue now clearing this one out. El Bloop trying to be a nuisance, trying to get in the way of this ball. Mino kicking it out front. Mr. Mott now. Losing out on the 50. Yumo sneaking a touch in. How did Yumo get his hands on that? Kicks it out front, but El Bloop now with a nice clear.
Yumo won that 50 and won it outright. That was a commanding one, too. I mean, just like took it straight away from Mr. Mott. And it's like, when you're in that position, you're kind of like, oh, dang, man.
Yeah.
Like, wow, is this really happening to me right now?
Beyond Kimino bringing this ball back. SJP fighting to get the first one on the board, but Blue now with another long clear. And he's tracking this ball down. And it's on net! Blue, what a play! What a play! A beautiful long clear to start it out, and Blue goes up top and finishes it off with another nice touch right over the defender Beyond Kimino. No chance at defending that one. Rogers with a 1-0 lead. 3 minutes 26 on the clock. How can St. John's Prep get back into it now, Thunder?
Man, listen, it's one thing for Blue to pop it up like that and get a nice clear, but to then follow it up and get above El Bloop for the second just soft touch right there to put it in, that is next level skill out of this squad. And so I think right now, SJP, they can't get discouraged. They can't get on their heels at all. They have got to get back in the faces of these Rogers players and do it immediately.
Oh, nice shot by Blue, but it's defended well by Mr. Mott. This Rogers team, man, they're starting to swarm, Thunder. Once they start getting going offensively, it doesn't feel like there's much that teams can do to shut these guys down. Blue now, what a triple play there, man. All three members touching that ball. Yumo kicking it up, Rembo with the follow-up, up off the crossbar out front, and Blue to finish the job, man. This Rogers team's positioning has been so good this series, and from what we've seen of them, it's going to be really tough for a team to figure out this Rogers formula that they got going.
Oh, of course, of course. They adapt so well. They play so well across the field, defense and offense. Another thing that I'm noticing too is that this ball long and in? It is Redmo with a second touch. What?
Man, it's crazy. Mess up one time and Rogers are going to take it the length of the field and capitalize.
Look at that. Notices that he's just in front of Mr. Mott and says no. No. I want a second touch just like Blue had a second ago, please.
Yeah, I'm going to take after my boy Blue.
Yep.
You're my boy, Blue.
You know, look, this squad, I was just saying, do we have another one right here? Wow. Another one for Blue.
Yumo with the demo, takes out the goaltender, Thunder. Ain't nobody home to make this play.
Bloop gets bumped. Mr. Mott gets demoed. What did I talk about this Rogers squad being physical? They're bullying SJP now.
Yep.
They're bullying SJP and Skep. I truly believe this. At any given point on the field, there is one Rogers varsity player that has full boost. Nobody else has full boost. That's how much control they have over these little spots across the field.
Yeah, man, Rogers' rotations have been on point. The 50s have been on point. They seem to not be taking any losses right now on the pitch.
And they're collecting these full tanks of gas. Yumo, another one, 5-0. What? Rogers coming on strong in game number 2.
Yeah, man, Rogers is not playing around right now. They are here strictly for business. They are looking to take a clean 3-0 over the likes of SJP and move to a 4-0 record, man. That would be such a statement for Rogers. Not only to beat Spring Lake Park last week, right? An undefeated team that never lost in the regular season the previous season, right? And then to come back the next week, and if they were able to 3-0 St. John's Prep, this could be some of the most exceptional Rocket League we've seen. I mean, to this day.
Yeah, most certainly. I mean, we just
Blue. What is that from Blue?
Oh,
dude, if that went in, I would have lost it. I'm being honest.
Yep,
that would have been it. It wouldn't have been any more games on the day. It would have been. Yep, that's it. Blue just called it. He said no more stream today.
And wow, it happens particularly with Rocket League, but Skep, some of these plays, they have the ability to just break our brains, you and I, and then we can't really even function anymore because of how skilled these players are, the type of plays they're throwing down on the field, the type of resets that we see coming out, and I mean, obscene stuff.
Yeah, man. No, I'm with you on that one. We've seen some mind-blowing things multiple times here on the pitch at MNVL Rocket League. And
It
that's why
doesn't
it's grown to
stop.
be one of my favorite games, man. Yeah, just to watch it. It's so fun. Spectating
Yeah.
how good some of these guys are, some of these young teams.
Just
Yumo
truly
bringing it
unreal.
back, jumps over the defender.
Oh,
Skies
my.
over Bloop. But Mr. Mott makes the save. Dude, that would have been foul too, honestly.
Yeah.
If he just did that to Beyond Kimino and El Bloop, I don't know.
Yep.
That would have been it too. Yumo and Blue both almost ended the broadcast here in game number 2 early.
I know for certain, but you know, Mr. Mott again. Mr. Mott, this team, I understand they're down 5-0 at this point. But Mr. Mott and Beyond Kimino and El Bloop, these are all very, very skilled players, and so.
Yep.
For Mr. Mott to come in and get that save, that's a very much like no. We've let you have enough control over this game number 2. I'm not going to let you have that one.
Yeah, no more.
Right.
Bloop gonna knock it off the top of the Rogers car to close out in game number 2, and it was all Rogers varsity here in game number 2. Man, they found a way to get that offense going early. Blue with a beautiful hat trick. I mean, 5 shots on goal. 2 for his teammates. Rogers was swarming in there playing with their food in that second game, Thunder. It's getting scary out here for the Rocket League boys. Rogers are doing something fierce. I mean, we haven't seen anybody put up numbers like this, if we're being honest, against the top teams that we have to offer competition-wise, man. Right? Like, you could throw in Hill Murray. You could maybe throw in Tonka, right? Because Tonka won the championship last season. Hill Murray's been such a storied school, but like, who else is on the list? Rogers is that meme of the guy knocking on the door with the scythe behind his back. He's got Spring Lake Park behind him, and now SJP, they're knocking on your door. It's time to open that door up and either take that 3-2, reverse sweep, come back, or, man, you're added to the list, and Rogers is starting the Rogers, train, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. But that's where we're at, Thunder.
That's exactly where we're at. They really, I mean, SJP, they have to completely turn it on right now. Otherwise, you're right. And I like the comment you made. Rogers, they're playing with their food. We're talking, they're sitting at the lunch table. They have taken their chicken nuggets. They have gotten the spoon, and they have formed little army men out of their chicken nuggets, and they are dancing them around the lunch table. That's how much they are playing with their food right now. Rogers is going absolutely crazy, and they are not about to stop.
Renbo off the face-off. It looked on just a little bit off to the right. Nice opportunity here, quick and early, man, and that's how Rogers plays. They come out fast from the get-go. Blue with a nice demo. Opportunity now for Rogers. Can they capitalize? Bloop now touching it back. Beats Blue.
Oh boy.
One defender to beat. Ball out front. Blue, nice clear. But El Bloop stepping back up. Not done with this thing yet. Mr. Mott now having a go. Bloop back to defend. Yumo now tracking this one down. Can he kick it out front to his team? He does. El Bloop goes out to defend. A nice clear by El Bloop.
I think SJP is doing a little bit better job controlling the boost. I'm seeing some empty tanks for these blue cars, which is good. SJP needs to continue down that path if they are going to take over this Rogers squad, which, again, we keep talking about it. They look absolutely nasty.
Yep. A little bit of a miss from Beyond Kimino, and a demo comes in right away. Rogers wastes no time to start to punish this SJP squad. Bloop slides in at the last second to make a very much needed clear, though. Yeah, right now, SJP, man, these guys, I'm just seeing so many orange cars bunched up together. They're not getting that separation that's needed. El Bloop with the doorstep save, and a nice clear. SJP staying alive right now, keeping them off the scoreboard. Mr. Mott now kicks it into the corner. But it's just a matter of time. Like I said earlier, Thunder, I mean, Rogers is just circling, scoring chance after scoring chance. You can only clear and defend for so long. SJP have to get something going back their way.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. SJP can only clear and defend for so long.
Oh, Blue off the crossbar. Renbo with the follow-up shot. It's Yumo's turn now. Bloop tries to kick it away into the corner, but Yumo, a nice setup back out front, but it's Bloop, man, doing everything in his power to keep that ball away from his zone, his net. He's like, Rogers, you guys have scored enough. It's done. No more. No more goals.
But Bloop is,
now.
See right here, Renbo, there with the touch, right? Way out in front of the goal, and there with the touch. Both Yumo and Renbo are finding ways to get back and they are ready on defense. We keep talking about this onslaught from Rogers. As far as offense, and there it is from Yumo. Woo!
What a beautiful pass out front from Blue, and Yumo takes care of the rest, man. A 50 ball, Mr. Mott trying to get that thing cleared away, but Yumo, right position. Rogers have been in the right position too many times on this offense to not be putting that one away. Thunder.
Yep,
excellent
100%.
shot.
That's what they create for themselves in opportunities. And what I was saying right before that goal is they set themselves up well because their rotations back to defense are fast enough. They are always back when they need to be. Even here, look at that. El Bloop coming in with some real solid ball handling, and any other team, most other teams, that ball would have gone in. Not against this Rogers squad.
Yeah. No, you're right, Thunder. El Bloop, though, another opportunity, gets robbed by the crossbar. SJP triple committing, nobody home to play defense. El Bloop starts to backpedal now. A good bump for Mr. Mott, though. SJP have to find a way to get something going. They're going to start running out of time. The demo comes in. Rembo playing aggressive, leading the charge for Rogers. Mr. Mott, do you have an answer for this Rogers onslaught? Somebody's got to answer the call on this SJP side. We're at a minute 30 and they're down 1-0.
Yep.
Down 2 matches to 0.
I keep forgetting that too. I was just seeing the scoreline. I was like, wait, this is over if Rogers wins.
Yep.
How has it gone this quickly? It feels crazy. But the action has been... Oh.
Nice save by Yumo.
What did I tell you? Somebody always there. Skep, somebody from Rogers is always back before the ball hits the goal.
Yep. Oh, Blue was cooking up something fancy, but Rembo over the defender, off the crossbar, ball out front. Mr. Mott with a crazy last second clear there. Just under a minute to play, man. SJP cannot let anything else into their net if they want a chance at keeping this series alive. But Rembo from up top, drops it out front, nobody there to put it away. El Bloop now. Maybe the final opportunity to put one home. Jeez. 40 seconds still, plenty of time. Mr. Mott with the follow-up.
What?
Beyond Kimino steps up now. All 3 SJP players committing time and time again. They are throwing everything they have against the wall to try to put something in against this Rogers team. El Bloop now, just the goaltender to beat. Out front, Beyond Kimino stepping up. Ball back up to Bloop.
These orange cars are committed.
Back and forth, man. Rogers.
They've got one shot here.
Holding strong. That looks like it's on net, but Beyond Kimino with the heroic save. 10 seconds remain. SJP got to get it out of their zone, but Blue off the crossbar again. Rogers have a chance to close.
Oh,
2
boy.
seconds. 2 seconds. 1. The ball's got to stay on.
Oh,
There's a chance. There's a chance. It's El Bloop. Flicks it over one defender. Oh, my God.
It doesn't get far enough. Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
Blue.
wow.
Almost the hero that St. Jean's Prep needed, man. Beat the defenders. The ball just did not have the oomph that it needed to make it to the net, man. That would have been miraculous if El Bloop took that thing the length of the field, flicked it over the defender to put it in the net, man.
Yeah.
But it's not to be. It's not to be. Rogers with a clean 3-0, man. And I said it going after that game 1, man. I just got a feeling watching the series. I was like, dude, the way Rogers is playing, I really don't see light at the end of this tunnel. Like, and it's no smack, no disrespect to St. John's Prep. I've loved watching this team play. Every time they show up to the pitch, they always bring their A game. They always show up to play. And dude, this Rogers team is just showing us that they are the real deal, Thunder. We have a very serious threat. We got to move the DEFCON levels up because, I mean, the higher ups got to hear about this is what I'm trying to say.
I'm telling you, I think you're completely right there. I agree with you 100%. You see, at the end of that game there for SJP, that goal, the almost goal out of El Bloop, that is just a little snippet of what the entire day was like for SJP. Almost there. Oh, so close. Every single game, every single moment, that's the way it felt for SJP. Whereas for Rogers, okay, and let me make this analogy for you. I know you've been in your car or you've been in a car, you're at the stoplight, and then all of a sudden somebody pulls up next to you in an orange or a red sports car. And when the light goes green, they stand on it. The exhaust is loud, the tires are loud, everything's squealing and screaming, and that person in the sports car is taking off right next to you. Why are they doing it? Just because they can. They're hauling and they're moving and they're making noise and they're squealing tires. Why are they doing it? Just because they can. Why is Rogers doing this right now? Just because they can. It is exactly that. That is what this team is doing, right?
Yeah, man.
They've come into this league. They've come in with a bang. They have beat some of the best squads that we've ever seen in MNVL, and they're turning it up. They're like, all right, fine. I'm going to make a little noise. I'm going to be a little flashy because I can.
Yeah,
right?
man.
That's exactly what they're doing right now. Wow. GG's to both of these squads, but Rogers coming out with the huge opening dub on this triple header, folks. It is the Sunday stream at Minnesota Varsity League, and it is all brought to you by our title sponsor, Torrent. The artists formerly known as Alpine Esports, now Torrent, with the new logos and the new color scheme looking super sweet. And they are the reason that our Rocket League players are able to play in this league for free. We cannot thank them enough. Folks, we're going to take a brief break, and we're coming back at you with game number 2. 2 more undefeated squads, and only one will leave undefeated. Don't go anywhere.